Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken at the goal line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Motion man is Shakir. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. Okay, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Taylor will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Play action. Now Taylor. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Here's Taylor. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the draw, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Taylor. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Allen off the play fake. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. He's got the hook up to Lazard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go now.
Now it's Taylor. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Chuck Clark. The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field.
Sorry guys, I fucked up. I put my Eagles instead of the Jets by accident.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a
just in
touchback.
case this is an A through Z series, I'm not a Jalen Hurts hater. I play with backups.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion. And that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Shotgun now with Purdy. And this is caught. Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. Juwan Jennings 34 yards. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Smith catches left side. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. McKee goes right back to Smith again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a first down. His second catch of the opening drive. And McKee will look to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. McKee. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Looking to throw. McKee. That's complete to Shipley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Flush to his right, staying on his feet, and that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia. Now a 2nd and 10. And McKee now. Looking here for Smith downfield. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 37 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7.
What did I say, guys? I spent like half my fucking day doing my situations for every plays for my situations in my custom plays. I wasn't getting shit. I got my ass fucking beat. I wasn't getting any of my plays.
Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
This allows me to do what I want. Go fast.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
He's going for the swing pass. Right, we don't do that, guys.
They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it
And
gets
people
going.
think I suck or I'm trash. Nobody sucks or is trash. Never said that to any player in Madden or any video game in my history of playing online. I don't get it.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back.
Don't need to run the ball, don't need to scheme.
On 3rd down.
Not in these games. I'm undefeated in tournaments. Don't try in these games.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
I mean, was that on me or was that on him? Once again, nobody sucked. That wasn't on me. I didn't get a sack. He gave it to me. I don't play Fact D. I don't use a rush. I rarely blitz. I don't care about trying to sell out of stop any play. 99.9% of players have no respect for themselves, their opponent, or the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
Probably the first play I went to my first read all game. I'm the only one with 3 to 5 reads or more. Not even a Madden champion can say that. No, they just come up. Most players will literally make a scheme around beating every defense with their first or second read. That's not open, I'm going through the rest of my reads. The difference is a corner, if I do ever use a seam pass, well, part of the reason I don't use a seam pass is because I cancel it completely. I will not use them, right? I will purposely leave it 30, 40 yards wide open. Be the only thing open on the play. Don't use PA crossers, no tight end attack, don't use seams. Very rarely use corner routes. Man, I can't remember the last time I used a curl route, to be honest.
2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right.
I'm trying to be too cute there. I don't do shit like that.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past.
Why, guys? Because I know, like, from experience, routes that go deep, obviously, don't take much experience. Routes that go deep and goal line, deeper, can come back, you know. Just late with it because, you know, that's a deep out, and I go off of that because it was covered initially, and then I'm looking to my other levels, the rest of my levels counted, you know. See, I talked about that animation last night. I talked about that animation right there last night. What is that? I've never seen it when defending a seam pass. Only with curl routes, hitches, spot routes, defenders on them, and there's like this invisible force field that's just like backing them away like that. Like, what the fuck is that? I'm not even stopping the run, guys. Like I said, I will never match up like 80-90% of the time. I tell my opponents to play smart. You know, we don't care about wins or losses. If we did a play call screen a long time on both sides. If you don't read your opponent's personnel, good luck. Wow, I'm not expecting him to pick it off, but he's not really like a real DM. You know, he's really an edge guy that has a background of playing linebacker.
Right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind.
No, you're not going to see it again. Never use a game, and I don't spam plays.
I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
You should know what's coming here. But you got to defend everything else out of it too. Again. Seriously. Again.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful.
Come on, I wanted to go somewhere else on that play.
Hard to keep him under wraps.
I mean, guys, I don't go to first or second reads.
The key to throw here. That is incomplete.
Of course, like I say, I don't game plan for any player on offense, defense, on offense or defense. I don't say special teams because you really need a game plan for that. If I'm facing, what's his name, Turpin, I'm not even letting him receive the ball. So I could receive it from 10 yards back in the end zone.
Here's McKee. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
See, so the difference between me and the rest of the players, most players, they want to use the scheme, they want to run the ball, they want to have plays so they can get to their 1 or 2 reads, right? They want to then on defense, use a rush, sell out of stop plays, you know, let's see what else. But like I said, they'll be lazy, right? I don't even know what coverages this guy's been playing. Obviously, he played man on the one touchdown he had. The first touchdown. I haven't read his defense by my standards. There's like 5 to 7 things I gotta do pre-snap to read the defense. That's why I said I'm not trying this game. Right. Like I said, years ago, guys, right? What would happen? My 2 or 3 reads from my goal line play would be shut down, right? I'm not looking to that. I'm not looking to, like, continue, you know, I'm not looking, you know, you gotta be honest with yourself.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
You're not looking to extend the play. You're not looking to see, like, oh, you know, just like routes can develop downfield on, you know, not in the goal line, you know, on the field. Other areas in the field, they can, you know, basically continue in the goal line too. A lot of players don't know that, or they do, but they don't like use it. You know what I mean? I'll literally call plays that are not meant for goal line, literally, to just get, like, you know, inside 10, inside 15, inside 5, whatever, because they'll go deep and they'll come back.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Yeah, you see what I mean? So how many games do I play? It could be end of the half. It could be any situation where, like I said, I'm just on autopilot. I'm not even usering, right? So I'm not, like, reading their personnel. I'm not reading their offensive formation, right? If you don't know what their personnel is, you're not reading their offensive formation. You know, you can get away with it, you know, not knowing what they're in, for, you know, going quick on the play call screen, but that's not a good way to, you know, really, you know, play. Like, am I doing that in meaningful games, tournament games? No. There's a reason I'm undefeated. 1, I don't talk. 2, I concentrate every single play. I take as much time, right? Because you can offensively. You take as much time on the play call screen because offensively, you know, you can do a lot more than defense when it comes to adjustments. You know, you only have a certain amount of time defensively because your opponent could be a quick snapper, you know. And a lot of players just don't use everything they have, their whole tool set. They don't use their tool set. Oh, shit. Can't say, dude. I thought he used that play on purpose to get that running back open and man, because I saw it and I went all the way over to the other side, thinking, because he was rolling out to that side too a little bit, you know. And I'm saying, oh shit, some players would do that. You know, that would be smart. If it's like man coverage and you know, your opponent sends a blitz, you know, somebody's going to be open, a wide ass open. You know, in that situation, like, I don't care who your running back is, you're not getting like that many yards.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it.
I was just going to go down when I caught it. But I'm like, you know, tired of losing from not trying.
This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ah, shit.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles.
Guys, it was so bad. Players would quit in the first quarter, first half. I literally would play games and kick field goals as soon as I got in field goal range on first down. I had to kick field goals. I won games like 19-12. I won games like 6-0 because they were pissed off. Like, you know, like, oh, this motherfucker is kicking a field goal on first down. Because I was like, okay. It wasn't really like, it was more than that. I was like, if I'm going to use any cheap shit, meta shit, you know, stretches, tosses, which I don't use, seams, PA crossers, if I accidentally use that shit, I was like, I'm going to kick the field goal. I can't score on that shit. I just can't. A lot of people may think like, oh, he's using easy plays. I mean, did you not see me go deep many times? Like, I play with punters, and you would think I played with punters at quarterback for like 2 years. 2 years. Punters and third-string quarterbacks, purposely third-string quarterbacks.
Looking to throw. McKee.
You know, that could be a fourth down. I wouldn't know. But I'm getting my plays. Every single situation right now, I'm getting my plays. Because I had to go on Google and read, like, okay, what's the minimum amount of, like, plays we can have for every situation? Apparently it's 15. And I was right, because I was like, oh, I'm going to leave 16 or 17 plays on one of my situations, go into a game against the CPU, and lo and behold, it was 15. They didn't give me all my, you know, they didn't give me all my 15. You know, I'm looking, like I said, first touchdown, first down, check down. And some players, it's not every single play, you know. Some plays I don't like I said, some plays I don't like, plays that look like they have a seam pass, you know. It's forcing me to run it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now,
you know, like I said, don't use plays that you're, I'm not using, that's not an example, but it just came to me. Like, I always say, don't use plays that you either never use or practice. Don't use, like, adjustments that you've never used in the past. You know what I mean? You know, that pass lead down there. I love that play. Like, there's certain plays that I did not like at first, and you just practice them. You go through, you know, there's some plays where you're like, how do I read this play? That's the right, depending on the show, you know, and depending on if you think they're blitzing or you read the front, you know, as soon as you hike the ball, you're like, oh, they're blitzing, where do we have a numbers advantage? Oh, they're blitzing, are they playing low, are they playing high? You know what I mean?
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he swallowed up right near.
And one thing I've done that I haven't even used the last few games are basically I picked a lot of like nice screen plays, middle screen plays, bubble screens, shallow cross screens, tight end screens, you know.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Yep.
He's got his man. That's
I knew he wasn't going to get it, but I said, yep. As soon as I threw it. Why do you think I caught it like that? Why do you think I made the throw that way, too? Like I said, I'm not reading the defense. Oh, boy. Just look, I had a blind spot. I did not see the safety there. I was like, oh. Like, holy shit.
From the gun on 3rd down. McKee.
Yeah.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Not reading the windows, not reading defense, 3-10. Like I said, not reading it by my standards. I didn't even read the show there. I just read one high. Could have been cover 2 invert. Oh yeah, let me get back to what players do, right? So what do? I said they're lazy, right? They're lazy on offense and they're lazy on defense. They'll stay in cover 2 invert. They'll stay in cover 2 hard flats. They'll stay in cover 3 hard flats. They'll stay in Tampa 2, you know. They'll stay in every form of cover twos, right? And then they'll mix in cover two slink. Yeah. They'll mix in cover six, right? They'll mix in quarters. They'll mix in cover six. You know. At times they'll go with a cover zero. So you really got to be on your P's and Q's. You know what I mean? And when you're not, there's times players get me with a cover zero. And what is cover zero, guys? Like I said, the easiest defense there is in the game. You know, the easiest defense. Sure, you can disguise certain plays. Sometimes cover fours, quarters look like cover zero.
Back to throw again.
Goddamn good.
He will find his man on the outside.
Hey, it's the play. You know, I'm tired of. I'm tired of like going to certain routes. Like I said, I'll never spam the same plays. You know, and I won't spam I won't go to the same route every time.
Off the play fake, McKee. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Players like him probably say, "Oh, thanks the Madden gods, he dropped it there because this guy's playing a certain way." How am I playing? No scheme, no money plays. You know. I always say another reason I'm undefeated in tournaments is because players make stupid adjustments.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Wow. I can understand if he sent a blitz or something, but leaving that open without a blitz.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion.
What I mean with stupid adjustments, he didn't do that. I'm just saying, like in tournaments, right?
They have to feel really good about that last completion.
I mean, I got no A.J. Brown, right? They might think I'm a Jalen Hurts hater. I'm a A.J. Brown hater. Like, no, I don't have Dallas Goedert out there either. I don't have Darius Slay. I mean, holy shit. If I only had, imagine if the Eagles wide receivers were white and I took out, like let's say their starter was, black, and I took out their starter. And I had like white guys in. They think I would be racist.
It's a 5-yard gain, but
I swear I've heard it before.
Here with third down now looming. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive
gain,
that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession.
And I always say I fuck around in the goal line and red zone too, so. But not there. Right there, I say you don't read it. Every individual read. If you read every individual read, good luck with that. You know what I mean? Because you read every individual read, you're probably not getting that. You know what I mean? I read the left side. Right? I read my running back's route. Take a little peek quick. Most of the time it ain't open because most defenses can shut that down. Like they wanted me to go for it, right? No, I usually do go for it.
I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run with
Fifth read on the play.
When you get a chance to call it.
Tough there, good
on that one.
hit the hands,
they literally give me a run play. I audible to that Texas, right? That's another that's another thing I don't like. Right? No, but I still read it on there. I'm not stupid. But I am up a certain amount of points, so. I don't know why I thought, yeah, it would have been up 10 if I got that. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Why? Wait. That's what I'm saying. There's no way they would have had me go for 2 right there. The math didn't make sense. So I just, I must have, for some reason, accidentally went for 2 there. Yep, I knew that. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some plays where, there's illegal contact, and I was like, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. I'd be in practice, those spot and goes and certain plays like that. I'd be in practice, and I'm like, oh shit, that red zone, what's that called? The red zone, up and in, or in and up or something. I don't know what the hell it's called. It's like where it's empty and you got a tight end going on the corner, you got a levels concept underneath, and then you got that
And because of that, it's been
supposed to
very,
be
very
like
hard
a
for them
rebels
to move the
concept, but
ball
the one
because
guy,
you're not getting the benefits of run after
what is
catch.
it?
And tackling
The one guy,
on
oh,
the
he'll get
spot,
garbage
it
time
means you
with
have to
a
run
seams
extra
here.
plays, harder to move it.
All 3 timeouts remain,
Something I
but
don't
they've
do.
got to score quick.
I mean, at that
It's
point, you
1st
can't
and
throw
10.
that way.
And this is caught now for a
Two
late
things that I
touchdown.
don't
So
do.
hold
I don't use
everything
much
here. This one's
seams
not
or
over
corner.
yet.
Seams, never use.
Okay, game on.
I will
Don't
only,
go anywhere yet.
if
You
I
got a
feel like
one-score
trolling
game
my
now.
opponent who's been using nothing
Probably
but
gonna rely
seams,
on the
I've beaten
onside
my
kick coming
opponents
up.
who
Yeah,
did
they
that,
have to. It's not a high
you
percentage
know,
play, but it's
and I
better
beat
than not
them
having a
to win the
chance at
game with a
all.
seam pass.
And that's
It's
when you put
beautiful.
your
It's
leapers
beautiful.
and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Moody good with the extra point.
Let's see,
And now
is he
things get a bit
gonna
more
try
interesting
everything to
here in
win?
this 4th quarter.
These are meaningless games to me. But I ain't gonna go back to purposely letting players come back and beat me. No, I'm
So
done with that.
after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
Because, you know, nobody knows if a loss,
Covey gonna bring
you
it out
know,
of his
was on
end zone.
purpose.
And the decision to bring it out,
But like I
kind of a
said,
costly
you
one,
can't even
as
check
he
your
won't make
own
it back
leader.
to the
You
20.
can't even check your stats anymore.
The Eagles
And
offense set to begin
I
the
don't
next
know
drive.
when you were the last
And
time
this
you were
game
able
not
to,
quite
but I
in
don't care
hand
about
yet.
stats.
We'll
I used to
likely
care
see all
about
3
every
timeouts
little thing.
defensively and then reassess where we
Rushing
are.
attempts, rushing yards, passing yards, touchdown to interception ratio. I used to care about everything. You know?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's pulled in by Wilson.
Yeah, whenever they do the tiptoeing,
Taken down.
they can never make a move
They work it across
while they're
midfield.
tiptoeing. They can never, like,
The
juke or anything
49ers
after
now
that.
going to use the first of their
So people are
timeouts
probably like,
as
well,
they get
yeah,
the
duh.
stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all
But
the
one
way
thing that's
across the
unrealistic
50
is like
now as they
players
come up
that
1st and 10.
can make guys like there's players, backup players who have terrible juke, and you're just able to make them juke like, you know, you're able to juke the fuck out of them.
Back to throw, McKee. Eluding
Huh,
the pressure
got him
right.
with it.
Got a man and he
Right,
hits him
some
in
players
stride.
might say that's a money play. I don't know.
Gets out of bounds to stop
To
the
me,
clock. It's not going to matter.
eh.
That first down gonna be enough to
Can
write
it beat
a finish
most
to this one.
defenses? I don't know.
McKee will look to throw it.
Again, bro. Holy shit.
It's a short one
That's
here.
got to be a record for me.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now San Francisco.
I mean, I'm not
their
going to score.
second
I'm not
timeout
like other players.
as they stop it here
I'll
with
win a
just
game
under 40
16 to
seconds to
14.
go in the game.
I don't ever run up the score. Only like if my opponent's been just like ridiculous with disrespect, you know.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage. As
Bro,
they're
see,
right on first
I
down.
made Fred
He's
Warner
able to
fucking
move
miss.
his
Are you
way
kidding
down
me?
to the 16-yard line.
With
10
fucking
yards
Will
is the
Shipley?
pickup
Get
there,
the fuck
and
out
that
of here.
should just
Game,
about
they
put
need
a
to fix
bow
the
on
game,
this one.
seriously.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
But the longer you go before making a miss, the better. You juke too early, you're getting tackled.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
I don't know why Tanner McKee's accuracy is so much better than some quarterbacks I use that are better overall wise or accuracy wise. Like, I don't get it. You know, like, maybe it's because it was closer there. Like, maybe closer to the end zone because there's corner routes that I throw. Maybe I'm like 25, 30 yards away and I'm throwing that. So there's more air. There's more time that the ball's in the air. And I don't know. But that ball was thrown in stride. So it's got to probably be because it's maybe only like a 20, 25 yard throw. Because when you're throwing across your body from 30 yards away, that's really like a 40, 50 yard, or plus more than that, to be honest. Yeah, if you're throwing from like, let's see, 30 yards, and you go there, that's a 40 yard throw. Obviously, if you're not like, you're never going to do that unless you wait for him to body the corner at the end of his route where he would stop in front of him. Almost picked that one off. I mean, you should have killed him, bro. I don't care who that is. I don't care if it's DeJean. I don't care if he's playing the deep third. I don't care what zone he's playing. Should have killed him with that. But look at that recovery speed. Like, he almost turns the same time he does. They're like mirroring each other. That's a video game for you. Cool. Obviously, DeJean's, like, you know, has more steps before he actually turns. But man, he could have knocked that ball. He could have caused an incompletion there. Right here, it was like, you know, there's some place where I literally stare down something, because on these switches you have to stare this down, or you basically have to see this right here. As soon as you see this, you're like, okay, you know he's gonna win. I mean, it don't take really much. 87, 88 plus speed, you know, don't really need much. You don't even need release at that point. At that point, it's just speed, because the release is made from basically right here. Boom. Almost 3 yards separation right there. And then making the cut here, he's gonna keep that, you know, amount of separation. And then at the end, the throw's gonna, you know, help him with the rack catch. It's in the DB, him using the DB and thinking that he could, for some reason, catch this. I don't know why he thought that. He did have a safety over the top, but I knew he was too far right there. That's why you want to read, like, look at how far these corners are playing. And if they're playing like, they're playing cover 2 man, you know, they're going to back up too. They're going to back up enough. If they're playing like, you know, let's see, maybe a cover 6, cover 2 invert or something. But if it's cover 2 invert, I'm going to the post or the spot, you know, at that point. And I don't run up the score. Like I said, only if my opponent's been, like, ridiculously, like, disrespectful, you know. And he probably would have been the kind of player, but he didn't score enough to be disrespectful. It seems I have players, like, on the mic symbol, right, they'll talk. I don't hear them, but I'll see the mic symbol flashing. And, you know, they ain't doing shit for like a whole half, and they'll go quiet, you know. And then I'm not trying in the second half, and they come back and beat me, and then the mic comes back on. It's like, holy shit, what kind of world we living in? I'm the same whether I win or lose. I should probably end it here. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I shouldn't feel satisfied because both my opponents, well, one of them quit, and there was like I could have scored another 3 touchdowns. So one was a drop, the other one was a bad pick. You know, like even though I saw the defense like going in the direction of where I was thinking of making the throw, like I thought I could still like force it in there, you know, on that one pass. And yeah, maybe 2 touchdowns, yeah. And then if I score late right there, then what? Yeah, it would have been 3 touchdowns. Regardless, it would have been 17 more points. So it would have been 33-14. And if I tried to like shut down seams and corners, maybe I forced them to. Maybe they probably still score, dumping it underneath. Who knows? Because in that situation, you could dump it underneath, you know.